I just like to start off by saying I have had all types of planners, and for whatever reason, they have not worked for me for the most part. I've had the plum paper planner, I've gone to bullet journaling, I have used the Erin Condren, and now I am currently using the Happy Planner, and I am very happy to be using this planner. It is very customizable. Although I have used the bullet journal, it just has not really worked for me because you have to do a lot of flipping back and forth. If I want to write something on this page, I have to make sure that it's on this page, and it just doesn't work. It's not as customizable as people may think that it is when you first get started, because you do these collections, you watch all these videos, and you want to be like everyone else. That is where I was, and forever I had been in a planner slump where I just could not figure out what planner was for me. I had stopped planning. I, backed off a little bit, and then I started watching YouTube a little bit more, where I would be able to see what was out there for me. I had always known that the Happy Planner was out there. It just did not feel right for me. It was like really close to the Erin Condren layout, and honestly, the Erin Condren is great, but I just needed something that wasn't going to be heavy in my purse, wasn't going to be something that I felt that I needed to decorate every time. Because when you go back and you look and you're like, did I really do all these plans, or did I just, waste a lot of time, put some washi tape on there, buy all these stickers to put in my planner? Am I really planning, and am I really using it on a day-to-day basis? So that is where I actually found the Happy Planner to be very useful to me. I did get the mini, and I got 3 mini planners. And I was able, with the expander disc, I was able to customize it to the way that I work, between what I do at work, what I do at home. I was able to do both, so that my personal life and my work life are both in the same area, so that I don't have to have 2 planners. I don't have to necessarily plan twice. I want to plan one time, put everything in there, and keep it going. It's just a lot of work if I have to do it the other way. When I first got the mini planner, I did still plan my work stuff in my my Erin Condren planner, which it worked, but I felt like I was, A, repeating myself, and B, kind of wasting my time at night on Sundays when I could be doing something else. So what I did, I picked up the Happy Planner. This is the hardcover, and it says Big Plans. I picked up these expander discs. I'm not so lovey-dovey on these expander discs because they are a blue color versus my mint green planner. And honestly, the mint green is not showing up very well on camera. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's not really showing up, but it's really a really pretty mint green color. So I did, like I said, I got 3 different Happy Planners. I got the Hello Life planner, which is a beautiful watercolor planner. I got the Be Happy, Be Bright, Be You planner. And I also got the A Well Planned Life planner. And what I did with the expansion disc, was combine all three of these into one so that I could have different sections for the things of my life. So the first planner, and I do not have all 12 months, obviously, because that would be like ridiculous and very big. And I just got this in March. So at the beginning of this month, I actually got this planner. And so far, it is working out perfectly for me. So I had to have March through August. So that's a little bit over 6 months. No, it's actually 6 months in here for all three sections. I have 6 months. So 18 months total, but each section will be March through August for everything. So my first section, I of course have my 2017-2018 overview, just in case I want to look into the future, especially since I only have up to August in here. I want to be able to go from September to December in 2017, and then if I need to plan ahead for 2018, I can like mark dates that I am going to actually be doing something. So that kind of works out for me. So then what I have for this is, March, the March cover page, and then I also have the currently page, and I can show you guys a blank one. Right here is the currently page, and for the most part I am not using this just because I do not, for me anyway, personally, I do not find it very useful. And the reason I say that is because a lot of times I'm not reading anything. There's nothing like important that I'm crafting, because I'm a crafty person, but I'm not crafting something currently. Things that I'm listening to, I love music, but I listen to all type of artists, so I'm like finding different artists all the time. The only thing that I find useful for this currently page is that it has the 3 months at the top, the previous month, and then the next month. I find that very useful. Birthdays, I put that on my monthly view. So having it here, it's, a glance. My month's goals. I set my goals at the beginning of the year, and I write them down and I poster them up. So it's really not useful for me. However, it could be useful for someone. Let's say that in March you are planning a surprise party for a friend. How much money do you want to save to have this party? So there, I would say that it would be useful. So my goal is to save $300 this month because the birthday party is coming in May. So that would be useful. The important dates. Again, I don't think that it's very useful because I would put those things on my monthly overview. And if you're like me, you put it on your monthly overview as well. For the monthly overview, I'm not going to show you. I have a little bit of personal things on here. What I do in my notes section, I started in March, and I started with one planner before I decided to go into the 3-in-1. I had put my earnings for me and my husband in the notes section, but I decided to do something different. So I'm not sure how I will use the notes section for this. But otherwise, I will put my daughter's appointments, any birthdays, when I want to budget, if there's any holidays that aren't marked, For example, for March 1st, Lent began. So I put Lent begins for March 1st. If I had a doctor's appointment, if I have a nail appointment, hair appointment, anything like that, I'm going to put that on my monthly view. Also, going into the weeklies, I'm not going to show you this. It's kind of personal as well. But what I do, I purchased two different sticker books that are going to help me plan a little bit. And they are from Mambi. The first one is just the stickers. They're very, they're functional stickers more so than decorative stickers, which I really like. In this first one that I just showed you guys, it has, like, if you have a nail appointment, there's a sticker for that. If there's date night, if you're having coffee, there's these really pretty checklists here, and then some stars down here to also mark things. And they have about 2 pages of those. They have some bill pays, laundry, errands, hydrate, weekend stickers. I mean, things that are very helpful, and I know that you guys have probably seen these before. The second one that I got was the mom one. I am a mom. My daughter is 15, and so she has things that she needs to do. Obviously, she's a cheerleader. Her season is over, but she will be having tryouts again for next year. So in here, I kind of color coordinate things by basically what I'm feeling. It's really not color coordinated, but I use these little asterisks, and I will show you if I can find them in this. So I use these little stars to kind of color coordinate a little bit. So I use a darker blue for things that are going to be work related, light blue for things that are personal. I've marked birthdays on here. If my daughter has a game, which she did this past Saturday, I marked that on there as well. I mark in here when I need to pay my bills, and so on and so forth. I did plan this week, and it is a little personal, so I won't show you. But with the mini, I am like in love with the mini. And the reason I say that is because although this space is very small, I think that it makes you get down to what you have to do. With the plum paper and also with the Erin Condren, I felt like I needed to fill up the entire space for things that I needed to do, either with a sticker, either with writing. I just felt like I needed to fill that space. And when I could not fill that space, I felt like, dang, it's white, I can't do that. But with the mini, I think that there is enough space to make you say, what is a priority? What am I going to plan? And it makes you think that way. So moving on. Since I have 3 different planners, I use the planner covers actually as my dividers, which it saves money, because you don't have to purchase the dividers, which could, although they're very inexpensive, it saves you money because use what you have before you purchase anything. That's like my motto. Okay, so the next section that I have is my meal planning and fitness, and in this, again, it starting in March. And so in this, on my monthly view, unlike the first one, on my monthly view, I am going to designate the times that I'm going to be going grocery shopping for my family, as far for meal planning purposes. And then I am also going to still on that monthly view, because I'm only using it, I only go grocery shopping twice a month. And so on the monthly view, I will also be putting what type of workouts I'm going to be doing for that month. So in the notes section, I will place color coordinated, of course, what type of 30-day cardio challenges am I going to do? What other 30-day challenges am I going to do? In that, and then color coordinate that in the days. So it'll be cardio, 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 rest, so on and so forth. I'm not going to use, I don't think that I'm going to use the currently area again in here, because to me, especially for this, it's not necessary. I am going to purchase some note pages that fit the mini, because I want to be able to make a grocery list, because right now the only thing I've done is write my groceries on a post-it note and put it in the week that I need to go grocery shopping. We grocery shop, like I said, twice a month, but normally I have staple items that I'm able to make our dinners with and our lunches with. So it's not like a large list where I have to refill my cabinets every time. I try to get staple items every time I go, so that I'm not overspending on groceries, because groceries are expensive. And again, like I said, March through August, so 6 months worth of that. And again, I'm using one of these lovely planner covers as the divider tab to my next section. Again, the next section again is a little bit personal, so I won't show you, but I have the monthly. This part of it will be our budget planning. So what I will do in my monthly is write all of our bills, when the due dates are. On the notes section, I will put our estimated earnings based on what I know. Depending on whether I have overtime or if my husband has overtime. Of course, it will fluctuate, but what I write our estimate earnings, it is only on a 40. For myself, I get paid weekly. It'll be on a 40-hour work week, and for my husband, he gets paid every 2 weeks, and so it is based on an 80-hour pay period. And what I'm doing, like I said, the monthly, I will write down when the bill is due. On the weekly pages, I find the date that the bill is due. I write that bill in and I say how much it is. On the days that we get paid, so I get paid every week, I pay these certain bills. So I'm going to write on Thursdays, I get paid. So I'm going to write what bills am I going to pay with that paycheck. And then on the in the margin, I write the income that has been brought in for either myself or my husband. And that is pretty much it. And that is how I am using the weekly and the monthly for our budget planning. And like I said, I need note pages, and I will use post-it notes as needed to like pre-plan. It's good to have post-it notes because they're removable and not permanent like your pen is. As far as the currently page in this design, which is the A Well-Planned Life, I really like this design because it is very mainstream for me, because it has a goals section in a notes section. That is it. If all of the other sections had just those two sections, it would be very helpful for me, and I would use that for the monthlies in our budget section. Notes, I would say would be anything like, does my husband plan to work, to 2 weekends in a row? Is he going to be able to get, double time on Sundays when he works the weekend? What is our goal? So if we're getting, we're planning a vacation or something, what is our goal for that month? Like to save, or, things like that. And like I said, in that area, I will write in the monthlies, and I will write on the weeklies, so nothing is being not used. And then at the end, I have nothing right now. I have the old monthlies that I didn't use from all 3 planners, January and February, for the 3 planners. And so what I'm gonna do is white out the words so that I can use it as note pages. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Comment and subscribe. If you have any questions, leave them down below. I hope to see you soon. Bye.